What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have weapon that could sink continents. India's secret. Before we dive in, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get right to it.
Fighter jets, tanks, missiles, even aircraft carriers. Which of these inspires the deepest fear? Which could pose the greatest threat to a hostile nation, or, in the wrong hands, to all of humanity?
Oh.
You might guess this video is about nukes. It's not. Today we're looking at the most horrifying weapon humans have ever built. One single example of it could end life on this planet, and even many who have seen it don't understand its full destructive power. In this video, we'll break down just how deadly it is, and how India pulled off the impossible, making it even more dangerous than before. Brace yourself. This episode reveals things most people don't know, and the truth is darker than you expect. Disclaimer, this video does not promote war, violence, or hostility of any kind. Our goal is purely educational, to analyze historical and strategic developments in defense technology. We do not portray India or any other nation as evil or monstrous. Everything presented here is based on publicly available information for awareness and discussion. If sensitive geopolitical or defense topics make you uncomfortable, this video may not be for you.
I like that he definitely gave a disclaimer that, hey, we not, just because they got these weapons, we're not calling them monstrous or anything in any way. We just saying what countries have. We just saying facts.
How powerful were the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Little Boy and Fat Man? Put them together and you're talking roughly 36 kilotons of TNT. In 1998, India demonstrated the step up to thermonuclear power, the kind often called hydrogen bombs, and claimed the ability to build warheads in the hundreds of kilotons. But even that pales beside the single most powerful bomb ever detonated, the Soviet Tsar Bomba. Its largest test yield was about 50 megatons, roughly 2,500 times the combined power of Little Boy and Fat Man. The Tsar Bomba showed the world.
That was literally my God. Where did you even test that at? Like, that was a lot of land that just absolutely got obliterated.
How truly catastrophic a single detonation could be. And it raised harsh warnings from scientists about vast environmental and human consequences from such tests.
Yeah.
That history helps explain why many nuclear powers choose to keep their most dangerous weapons at sea. France, for example, deploys much of its deterrent on nuclear submarines, and India has followed a similar logic for three clear reasons. One, safety for the population. Keeping warheads at sea reduces the risk of accidental strikes or sabotage on land. Two, survivability and second strike capability. Submerged missiles are far harder to find and destroy, making a retaliatory strike credible. Three, uncertainty and targeting difficulty. A submarine's unknown position complicates an enemy's missile intercept calculations and targeting solutions. But there's a catch. To perform this mission, India's submarines must be top tier. Quiet, long-endurance platforms capable of carrying and launching ballistic missiles reliably. So the real question becomes, how capable are India's nuclear submarines today? Next up, we dive into India's undersea deterrent, its submarines, missiles, and whether they truly deliver a secure second strike.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's definitely very smart keeping most of your nuclear warheads at sea. Yeah, just in case anything were to happen, or humans make mistakes, we make errors. Hopefully none that big, but keeping it at sea, just in the waters where people can't find, like, it's gonna be harder for countries to find like a submarine undersea. They don't know where it's at. I mean, yeah, we got radar, we got GPS, we got technology, but if you're trying to stealthily hide that, we got technology that can do that too. So yeah, and so it's like, if you attack a country, you don't know where they keep their weapons to attack back at. Their weapons of mass destruction, or nukes.
India's nuclear submarine program is one of the most secretive projects in the world. If you search for information, you'll only find half the picture. I'll stick to the capabilities the government has released And at the end,
Mhm.
I'll add my own analysis. The Arihant-class is India's indigenous nuclear submarine. Each boat is about 111 meters long and displaces around 6,000 tons. They can carry 4 long-range ballistic missiles with a range of about 3,500 kilometers, K4 SLBMs, and newer versions are reported with a 6,000 kilometers range, K5 SLBMs. So you can outfit an Arihant with 4 long-range SLBMs, or instead of each long-range missile, load 3 K-15 Sagarika SLBMs with a shorter range of about 750 kilometers each. That seems odd to me since long-range ballistic missiles can carry multiple warheads. But I think those smaller silos aren't just for short-range SLBMs. They may be intended for something deadlier. Imagine a hypersonic version of BrahMos with a compact warhead. Each submarine could carry 12 BrahMos in vertical launchers, and remember the 6 forward tubes for torpedoes.
A compact version of BrahMos in a submarine, and each could carry 6 of those. And we saw how BrahMos looked against Pakistan. I think the world saw that BrahMos is an absolutely amazing missile. As orders for BrahMos went up after that Pakistan conflict, I believe. And so this is like a compact BrahMos. Ooh,
can also be used to fire cruise missiles like Russian subs do. That configuration could mean 18 hypersonic BrahMos with a range around 1,800 kilometers flying at low altitude. Operationally, that makes more sense to me than just 12 short-range ballistic missiles. Also consider that the vertical launchers at the back of the submarine could be armed with new long-range torpedoes in the so-called SMART project. This would give Indian SSBNs a vastly expanded set of options against both submarines and surface targets. Arihant-class submarines carry a crew of about 100 and are designed for long patrols without refueling. There is also an S4 variant reportedly displacing around 7,000 tons, with roughly double the missile capacity of the current Arihant. For example, 8 long-range missiles, 24 short-range missiles, or 30 BrahMos. But if you think this is the end of India's submarine program, you're wrong. India is building a platform that could change the balance of power, not only in the Indian Ocean, but across the entire world.
The ultimate weapon. But to load this 30 BrahMos, like, god dang, bro. Like, yeah, India, I feel like obviously as their GDP continues to rise, their military spending and military budget is going to continue to rise. And they're going to be able to do more research, development, create more weapons themselves. And the more self-sustainable they get, they're not going to need to depend on anybody else. But that wasn't my point. My point was there's no telling what with more money and more of a budget. There's no telling what India's capable of making because we see how resourceful India is with less money. With more,
we've officially reached the terrifying part. Earlier, we talked about how nuclear weapons evolved, how they became stronger, faster, and far deadlier. But now, let's imagine something almost beyond belief. Picture a submarine, hidden deep beneath the ocean, carrying 12 long-range ballistic missiles. These aren't ordinary missiles. They can maneuver outside the atmosphere at speeds over Mach 25, designed to outsmart and overwhelm the most advanced air defense systems in the world. And each of those missiles doesn't just carry one warhead, it carries 6 MARVs, maneuverable, independent warheads that streak down toward Earth at 25 times the speed of sound, weaving and dodging like hunters in the sky. Now here's the chilling part. Each warhead carries a destructive force 20 to 30 times greater than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But that's not all. India already possesses the technology to build warheads as powerful as 5 megatons. To put that in perspective, a single warhead could equal the destructive force of 200 atomic bombs. Multiply that by 6, 1 missile. Multiply that again by 12, an entire submarine. The result? Enough
so one can they shoot up in the sky and then they come down. Is that the situation? Is that this weapon where they have 6 of these little Mars or 4 head, whatever, and there's 6 of them coming down at 25 times the speed of sound that can also dodge and maneuver in midair? 25 times the speed of sound. You don't even hear that coming. You don't even hear it coming before you're dead. It's just, boom, you're gone. My dad. That's
Destructive power to
insane.
trigger a catastrophe that could end life as we know it. If such a nightmare were unleashed, the blast wouldn't be the only killer. The radioactive dust thrown into the atmosphere would form a shroud around Earth, blocking sunlight, collapsing agriculture, and plunging the world into a new ice age. Survivors of the firestorm would face a frozen death. You can look this up yourself. It's called nuclear winter. But here's where India stands apart. Since 1998, India has had the capability to build stronger weapons, yet it chose restraint. It follows a strict no first use policy, refusing to escalate recklessly. That decision alone shows a nation choosing life over annihilation. Imagine if such power were in the hands of someone like Kim Jong-un. The world might already look like a real-life Fallout game. And India isn't stopping here. The S-5 program is underway. Massive 14,000-ton submarines capable of carrying either 12 intercontinental ballistic missiles or 42 BrahMos missiles. India would only need 3 of these Leviathans to dominate the region, but it plans to build 6 because China is expanding its fleet at breakneck speed. Still, there's a lesson here. India may be building terrifying weapons, but true strength isn't measured in warheads or submarines. It's measured in wisdom. The world is already dark enough. It doesn't need more shadows. It needs light. Diplomatic strength, not destructive power, will decide the future. As always, it's been an honor to bring you along on this journey. If you found value in this video,
that was beautifully put. The world is already dark enough. We don't need more shadows. We need light. So your strength shouldn't be measured by your warheads and how much you have. Right? It's diplomacy that will save this world. If we don't figure out how to all cooperate and work together, then we're all doomed. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out the next. I'll see y'all next time.